Okay, now we don't come back on top 99.5 was Zobia FM Abuja. I've been telling and say once they just finish news, you get the people who say they will join us inside studio. So they go quickly help us introduce themselves. And after they introduce themselves, they go quickly also tell us what in them carry come. Ogami, una good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Well done.
You go help me with your face mask because sometimes when we put face mask, you know they clear well for Mike. No worry, we wash them. We wash the microphone.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, so help us introduce yourself and wait to Nakariko.
Okay, my name now Onyekachi Chukwu. I dey work for Public and Private Development Center. I also dey here with my colleague. His name now Magnus Ike. Both of us they work for PPDC, which is Public and Private Development Center. PPDC na NGO.
NGO.
Na NGO. We dey for Abuja. Wetin we dey do now to educate and enlighten citizens on their various rights. Additionally to what we try to do now to make sure say the Nigerian people know the kind of things we government supposed to do for them, and when government do those things for them, we'll try to come and enlighten them on those things so if they use them well.
Okay, but that means some kind of rights now they try to protect the people there. So, but I know say get a particular right where we so now one can talk about now for here. So maybe we'll go focus on that one, or the one on I tell that I'll come begin to tell now all my problems. So we'll go ahead. So which particular right now we say don't ground one and they try push for people?
Okay. Once again, my name is Magnus Ike. So the right where we carry on for today now, digital rights, data privacy and protection, as it be for our country, Nigeria, or rather the whole world, our data, personal data, are very important to be protected. So in that way, we are trying to, as we come now to still create awareness about some things where people suppose know about their personal data, like their name, their phone number, email address, how they're supposed to follow them up as regards sharing it online on the internet.
Because I know say for online, you get some handles where you go on open. They will begin the tell say put your phone number or sometimes date of birth. They go say now there some people they take track and down.
Yes.
And the thing don't make some people, a lot of people they receive different kind of message. They don't know where they come from. So how that person go take note to protect all these things when they request for this kind of thing?
Okay, so like you don't talk a lot, not true. You don't think we don't experience this kind of thing, but because we they pay very little attention to this kind of information. If you see, say, even not even only for the private people, say, even for government offices too. If you want to do your driver's license now, you go there, you go put all your information. You want to do international passport, you go still put the same information. VI, all of us, all those information. So with the person who will call the ask and say, all this information, what they give even to telecommunication, they give government people, waiting that they carry and they do. And then this kind of information, if they protected, anybody they got safeguard them from, say, all those scammers and all those fraud people, wait to use all those kind of information, use the do people. So then those kind of enlightenment what will come they do, and we come observe, say, just like you mentioned, you don't get instances, don't say you don't get text messages from vendors where you never ever.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we don't know who they fight for us.
Exactly, because probably like say everybody they collect this data, but you don't get any particular place where you say, okay, if you don't know who you give this information, if you go report, say, okay, this is my information like this. I beg, I don't know who disseminate my information. I don't want to make people get this my information carry and they send me message and all that. So basically we come to do, we come get data protection regulation, which NIDA don't release. That was in 2019. We're supposed to protect our data on here, both online and So, but then the question will come they ask now, say this regulation, since they don't release them now, how many Nigerians know about them?
We don't know.
You see the problem? How many Nigerians know about them? How many Nigerians know waiting there inside? How many Nigerians don't say if this kind your information like they say you get reason why your information get reason why you're supposed to be protected? How many of us know say you get right to go report when your information like this has been misused by anybody? Nigerians don't know that one.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, some people think say they know, but they fear to go
go speak out.
Go speak out because nobody go fight for them. Me and another set of people no even know at all.
Yes.
Like you get one where one man don't call. Yes, his phone was stolen, and at the end of the day, not only say they withdraw money, they still use the account take collect loan, and you go for the bank no fit do anything.
Yeah.
So sometimes we don't know where to fight for our right. We don't know what to do about them. So, but now when we say not also now the NGOs we go to help people. So how person fit take reach now before we begin to ask other question?
Okay, for our own organization, we get phone number, and our own phone number now 0706 661 8896. I will call them again 0706 661 8896. So in our organization, we do like this now. What we try to do be say, you don't say Nigeria. Once that always talk, say we get plenty laws and regulations and policies we're supposed to protect us as Nigerians. But the problem we always get is say Nigerians don't know about them. Nigerians don't know what those contents of those things be, and then Nigerians don't even know who exactly they feel go report to if they get this kind of issues. So if you get issues of maybe say your data, your information has been misused by anybody, so if you go to NIDA, go report to them. If you also go to National Human Rights Commission, which is also part of their function to also protect the rights of Nigerians, not be only for offline, including online too. They're also mandated to do that, as well as Nigerian Communications Commission. So all these agencies, we don't they available to us. What do they try to do now to let Nigerians know say, because most of them, if they engage, they tell say, okay, people know they really come. And then the question when me I always ask them, they don't know say they feel they come, they report these kind of issues, and some when don't come.
They say people know they come.
People know they really come there, come they make
and the people who are supposed to come, they don't even know say that they exist.
Exactly. So now what do they try to do now to educate people now? Say this kind of agencies now part of their responsibilities. Now what do they do with this? So if you go report all these kind of issues where you don't feel say your data, your information, no they protected, or say person don't they use your information, they do scam or they do any other thing where they do. So basically, what they try to do now, like I said, educate Nigerians, but make them know this their rights. You know, so when they talk rights like this, a lot of us don't they really, it they sound like something.
People they feel say their rights, so
you just enter this ear, come out from this other ear. Well, they're very, very important. Sometimes on the temple now, because say we never really reach that stage where we say people they use your information. Be like say people never begin release your information, they collect money on your behalf. Now why people never really begin take them serious?
No, sometimes even when they collect them, just like what I tell, even when person use your information, go do one or two things. The person feel like, for example, bank. The person will just abandon the account.
Right.
Then not only that one, sometimes even on social media, they will use your name and everything. They tell people, say, bring money. And the religious leaders, they use and well. So many of them don't even know. Say, see, we are go fight. And at the end of the day, they go just abandon them. Even at the end of the day, say, sometimes police will come, arrest the person. The person not even know where to go, what to do. So I don't know what I go say, is it our fault? Say they don't tell us. Abi now the people them fault. We even supposed to tell people them.
Oh, for me, I think that education part. They're the big.
So that them no educate us. So not be our fault.
People know too they are aware of what they're supposed to based on their rights.
Okay. So Agami, now you don't mention some of the agencies where they. So what you go do for me now be say, what be those things where we say as a citizen. Whether you get money, you don't get money, whether you there for any level, what we supposed to do. You don't mention that, but I won't make you repeat them again. What we supposed to protect all this, our data, our information, and the rest of them.
Okay. So the first thing we will go do now, you go take careful where you put all those your information. Not be every website where you open where they say few this one, now you go to few. And then even some applications where they even download for phone. Sometimes all those are terms and conditions, all those long things.
Wow. And they read them.
We know they read them. All of us know they read them. All of us know they read them. Because sometimes they're very, very long, and sometimes the write-off they're very, very, very tiny.
Yeah.
Those things are the small scopes where some applications they use discourage you from reading it. And the moment where you don't go accept those things, it means that you don't give them the power to use your information however they like.
Not true. Because if you read somewhere now say, do you agree that we can access? And you don't read them, you go say yes.
Once you don't click, your data don't go to their side.
You don't go automatically.
So number one, not be every information you go to feel for what we don't know.
Exactly. If the thing no they important and they can't ask all these people be free, leave them. maybe by force say if no dey important to use that particular thing, you leave am. Because the moment wey you don't accept am, even if you say you carry am go court, they go bring and say you accept am.
You accept am.
So you no go say that thing no dey there. But the tactics wey most of them dey use, like I say, they make a day very long, and they make the write-offs come dey tiny. All those people go just discourage people from reading the whole thing. So you just accept. The moment you accept some, so if you even tell you say you go give them right to access your contacts for your phone, you go click yes. You will get all your contacts. So all those kind of little things where we suppose they look out for. Then any situation too where your information don't really go out like that. Like I don't mention the NIDA agency. NIDA now National Information Technology Development Agency. Now one of the agencies where we go report.
They're Abuja here.
They're Abuja here.
Okay.
You also get the National Human Rights Commission. It's also part of the responsibility. If you go there, go report too. You also get NCC, right? So these are the agencies. All of them, they're Abuja for here. Where if you go report to or call on, you know, when you get these kinds of. But we on our own as Nigerians, because they're very, very careful. The kind of places where they put all this kind of information. You know, say they're very easy. Now, when you just see name, address, you say no be anything. You just put up your phone number, everything. You don't go read anything. You just accept. Plenty.
Just to add to what Onyekachi been talk, the NCC specifically has to do with those telcos. Telcos, what I mean, like MTN, all these service providers.
Yeah.
So NCC get their own regulation where we say they even get portal online where we say once you get your data is breached, you can as well go on their own portal and report to help you, you know, see what thing they go do.
Okay, so that means we still get chances to report to NCC. To tell them, say, see what they see.
Like your number, say you all of a sudden you just they see messages, they come. You never give anybody your number, like in talk earlier. So you never give anybody your number, but all of a sudden you as you carry your phone, you go see messages, they come. How that person take get your number?
Even the one where they happen, say where they will talk say somebody use you collect loan.
Say use it as guarantor.
Oh boy, so they will not they learn how to swear for people. I now make you not too lost. Make you remember say that they talk about knowing your rights, and not only knowing your right, things what you supposed to do. They don't dabble you. They don't use your information. Go dabble people, or maybe for banking matter, they don't do some kind of things where we say at the end of the day. You dey find where you go complain, you no see where you go complain. They don't already tell you, see where you go complain, which in go mention them. Then not only to complain, then too there be NGO where we say that they also help fight for people right. So what you go do now, you go call the agencies again. Then once you call the agencies again, they will come call their own phone number where we say you go take reach them so that you go begin to complain about all this in terms of digital matter. Now digital matter that they focus on. So maybe your pastor, they don't too use his name. Say that they get one NGO, say donate money, donate this. They don't use his name. So this one, they don't already tell you, say, see where you go channel your complaint and see the number where you go call. So God, help me call the agencies again and the phone number.
Okay, so if you get those kind of challenges, if you go visit the National Information Technology Development Agency, which is NIDA, you also visit the National Human Rights Commission. Then also the NCC. So those are the agencies where if you go report to, if you get any of these challenges, where we say person don't go use your data, do what you know, maybe you don't go bank, you know work and all that. So if you just visit those agencies, now the thing they didn't mandated to do to protect the data rights of Nigerians.
Okay, now the phone number again where we say that if you take reach now. In case if we reach gate, they don't want to sell us, we will call them.
Okay, our phone number is 0706 661 8896. I will call them again. 0706 661 8896.
Okay, now make I Kuma pick some from here so that we go really talk. Now a lot of people they talk say yes, the datas are there, the devices are there, but it just be like say no they protected. So now our datas are not protected. How now our force say the thing not they protected or from the company will be say like NCC for example. Now NCC say this now our phone number, this now this now that. Then everybody feel say you supposed to get your own private information to yourself. So Nigerians are saying our datas are not protected. So una will be say una be few people now they hear this thing. Una agree for waiting Nigerians then talk, or una just feel say no
Okay,
just face
so
up.
No,
I'm not saying I go don't ask people.
No, of course, we don't do all those survey. We don't go streets, follow people talk.
And
they the same thing. They say they don't believe say their data they protected. That's the reason why some people self to they never go to their NIN because they believe say government fee they use those information.
They talk about.
No, they talk about. Now what they talk? But say they use and they track them and all that.
It don't, as we did now, you get some incidents where it don't happen, like the alphabeta issue, where they even done a Trump election, which we know a lot of people's data we are used to do something. So in such situation, it's possible such can happen. So our data, when it comes to being protected, I don't think it is.
Nigerians don't believe.
Nigerians,
we've done believe.
So luckily for us, I think that was a few weeks ago. Nigeria been done establish what they call Nigeria Data Protection Bureau. It's just a new agency. They are sole job now to protect data of Nigeria.
Okay, I don't hear them. You where they talk say you no believe say our data they protected because now them be field people, they meet people, they talk to people, and they say Nigerians say you know they protected. So they don't really talk say they don't bring out another agency where they say their job now to protect people data. You know about them? No, me I just they hear them now. So for those of now where they for there, make it they listen very well. That phone number where you call, you go call them again so that you go call them. At least apart from our rights, at least una feel also still educate people when they call the phone number.
Exactly.
All this is one at the top for here. So help me call the phone number again before I talk about the new agency.
Okay, so the phone number again 0706 661 8896. I will call them again 0706 661 8896.
And they fear to ask an office number before I will pack my village people and come to. Because once I see no office, I will pack my village people and come. Any need to call the office number. Or now they fear the crowd.
No, you know say like I said, when you call this number like this and then you feel make this kind of report, what will you feel do now to tell you exactly what you feel do? The office is where you feel go, the kind of things where you feel give now to letter will feel help you draft the kind complaints where you feel take to those kind places ahead. So basically what we want to try to do now to educate Nigerians because we don't realize say that education part now what they miss.
Okay, what they miss.
The missing link because when you interact with the agents they say, oh these things there, these laws there, these regulations there, but Nigerians don't know about them.
We don't know.
So how Nigerians will take know about them? What will they try to do? So the moment when you don't know about them, what one they hear now say, okay, we go do them, you know work. No, no say okay, now that one the problem. But we know if they complain, say these things they happen, but we know they use waiting they are available right now.
Okay. Now I want text I open my phone line so that I will go pick like 2 or 3 calls concerning the people where they inside studio. I know say you don't get different kind of messages. I know say you get they don't double you, they don't use your number, double people. Or maybe now your pastor, they use your pastor social media handle, they double people. Or sometimes you don't even fill some kind of form online. You don't even read the terms and conditions of the things where they fill. The next thing you come begin to receive some kind of funny messages or email. Now the question now is, you even know about these people where they say that they fight for people, right? When it comes to your digital matter, you know about them. Then if you don't know about them, you go tell me or ask them question where you want to ask them. Now beg and they beg now. Now on top the matter where they talk now. No leave fuel matter. Later we'll come back for the fuel matter. I beg. So yeah, now make we check the person where they for there. Hello?
Willie, Doctor or Holy Ghost?
I greet you, my confirm of God. Good morning, sir. Where they call us from your name?
Yes, good morning to all the gentlemen. I know that they are gentle.
They are very gentle.
Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, my name is Undu. I'm calling from last Estate, Nasarawa State.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
We see this one they talk that truth, you know. Like now, some of us where we need money during Valentine, where you want to go on net, go take some people where they advertise for loan. You know, we even know they write up there so much that you even click. And they will promise to protect your contact. But they will say, they may access it though. But at the time you don't pay them their 10K, they will begin to send your pictures everywhere, send your phone numbers everywhere. But now people are promised to protect my data. But now they will listen to everybody to see that this person is owing us, so let me come and pay. So it's one thing that they're not people to their word. If we give them information about you, if we don't pay them their money, they will begin to celebrate those
sorry, before you go. Hey, Oga don't even go. You just talk in mind, just walk out. So Oga, we don't hear that from another Nigerian. This now the son of the challenges where this one of recent. Now this one begin to happen. So this kind of person now, he says he take complaint now. I won't be asked whether he knows, say he get where he go fight for your right. Unfortunately, the phone line cut. So for those of now where we say still won't call me, I still get like 2 more calls to pick so that I go know whether you know, say he get where he go fight for your right, especially when they don't release your information. You know about them, or you kukuma decide to bone, or because you just feel safe for Nigeria, if you like fight for your right, it let it work. So I still get 2 more calls to pick, and while they wait for the call, my Oga go throw away the phone number of where you go fit call them. In case if you go their office, you don't get them, their phone number they there for you to call them so that they will tell you what and what to do, so that you go feel also they protect your own the way if you do, and also people will go fight for you. I bet me call the agencies first and my phone number.
Okay. All right. So the agencies where if you visit now NIDA, who don't mention, and then you also get the National Human Rights Commission, and then you also get the NCC, and then of course the new National Data Protection Bureau where they just create.
Okay, now make I pick this call before we talk about it. Hello. Yeah, good morning to you. Where they talk to? I greet you. Go ahead.
My name is Robert David, calling from the Bama.
Oh, yeah, go ahead with your question or contribution.
Like it can call you now. Say your BBN, bring your BBN or bring account details. You call your name and from person from First Bank. Your account number is like this for your address is like this. But your card you have to work with your BBN or your PIN number. Without giving them, can you use that phone number that calls you straight them?
Okay, whether they feel use the number, trace those people then.
Yes.
Okay, you go answer them. Thank you very much. So again, you don't hear them because this one now they get different measures where person fit take fight for right. So since I know if you go for the office then whether they feel use the number, trace the person. So that they fit capture the person.
Alright, so first of all, even banks don't they talk and say they don't go if ever call you over the phone, say make you give them your BVN over the phone.
No, he talk say
for example they call them.
No, he talk say that number where they call them. Whether the human rights people they feel use that number.
Yes.
Take track the person.
It's very
their job be that. Now
NCC
come in.
Yes, that's why NCC go come in. But such thing. The best thing not to ignore such thing now. Bank, if they won't send you message, they have their own page. Maybe say like if First Bank won't send you message, if it comes as a message from First Bank, you're supposed to carry First Bank.
Yeah.
Though these hackers these days they even
very
do a
smart,
lot.
yeah.
But such thing, you don't need to follow up with such message. You can still go to your bank and verify it.
Bank will never ask you for such information over the phone. They must say make you come office. So anybody when they call you over the phone, say make you give them BVN or don't give them any of those information. Who go your bank, go verify. But in the station where they say they don't scam you or they don't use your data, they do any other thing here. If you visit any of these agencies, now why all of them they work together. So they can now use track whatever because that number they register and a person register.
So they must fit, they will track them. So you don't see them now. So that means they don't already they educate us now, which now waiting they carry come here. So they educate you, even though the number they call you, even though they don't use it, and you know the number. Yes, you go to these agencies, then they say see the number where they always call me. So they go use and track them for the person who asked me that question. So I go pick another last call because I send only 3 numbers I go pick. So for this matter, hello.
Hello,
Morning to you, sir. Where they call from? Where they call us?
My name is Emmanuel and they call you from Chukwu.
Okay, man, go ahead, sir.
You see the question where that guy asked, we don't say those people where they call us ask for our bank details about that. We don't say that scam identity. But if we continue to ignore them, how will it stop?
Okay.
The question where that guy asked, we say, can they trace the people with that number? So
He don't answer them now. He said that they trace them.
So this is because they go wrong story by telling us that she don't mind them.
No. Ogami, understand what he talk. He say if you get that kind of message from any bank that you're not supposed to answer them. If that's again with the time if you say somebody call they tell and say in ATM card don't expire, make you call this number. You know what the person do? The person no call the number, the person go bank. So when the person come go bank, they come tell and say the ATM card never expire. Now scammers they call them. So once the person don't they get too much the person still dey call am on and on. That is when you go come carry the number, come go for human rights. Then they say this number too they call me. Now that time they will come track the number. You understand what you are talking now?
Alright.
Okay, you there for queue? You there for queue? Carry go, Jerry, nothing do you. Just enjoy your Legacy's Benz. Enjoy your Legacy's Benz, nothing do you. So una don already hear am. Ignore some kind of messages, but when the message keep occurring, you carry the number, go the human right, go complain, say this number is on done too much. Help us track and make them get the person. Now waiting in talk. So you talk about that new commission. I say commission. The new this way they don't bring out. Yeah. So how that one come dey?
So the Nigerian Data Protection Bureau and the new they just created them not too long ago. So their whole function at this thing they talk about to protect the data of Nigerians. So that one will be their core function. Because remember, say all this NCC and the National Human Rights Commission, they get other things where they do.
Yeah.
But this particular bureau now their only function now to protect the data of Nigerians. So they're just
okay, then they take complaint.
No, they take complaint.
Okay, they also take
now their core function now.
Okay.
And like I said, it's new. So they just start up, they just set up their committee and all that. So by the time they don't come up on board, I'll be very sure say if they even get opportunity, if we come online here also with them for that to also discuss and have this kind of discussion. But the point, the reason why I bring them up is let Nigerians don't say this thing don't become big matter. So take government don't they look into them as well. For them to create a special bureau for this particular thing. Because even people when they live for Nigeria, they outside Nigeria, they use Nigerian information, they do fraudulent things. So it don't turn a very big matter like this. So now why they create all these kind of agencies? So basically what they try to do is educate Nigeria and say these things is there where we know say some things don't they work for Nigeria, but the things we will try as much as possible they use those ones.
Okay, we don't already hear that. So before they come out, they go just help us summarize everything where they don't they talk for here. Remember, say them come here to come educate us, to create awareness, say these people then they and this way they talk about now where you go lay that complaint so that they go track whoever be that person where they use your information, they dago people. At least the Obanje where they worry that they go do them deliverance. And I don't hear that. So at least I will start with my Oga, then I can't end with our Oga. The summary of everything we done the talk here since.
Okay, the summary we say make we be very vigilant. That be number one. We will try not to every time we see where they put all our information before we use some certain things, but we'll read them. I don't say it long but when we try to read them very well before they accept some kind of things online. And then if you get complaints, try to use some of all these places where we don't mention, say go report if you get any of those challenges.
Okay, they mention the agencies again.
So we get
and the phone number.
We get NIGDA, we get Nigerian Human Rights Commission, and then we get NCC, and then of course the new Nigerian Data Protection Bureau where they just create. But then if you also want more information or you need our assistance, remember say no be we they track them or we fit teach you, show you who and the government agencies and how you fit take reach them. So if you call our office number, will be 0706 661 8896. I will call them again 0706 661 8896.
Okay, they thought say they go help you, tell you who to meet and how to go about them. Not be saying that them they track them down. At least they will get middleman where we say go take help you push the necessary information where you want. So I think our guy too go just help us also talk in own part. But he go still once he finish, he go still mention the agencies and that same phone number.
Okay, the little advice where I feel give to people, Nigerians, then the data where we they talk about here now your personal information, sensitive information about you, your name, your address, your email address, anything like your PIN to your ATM card and the rest of them. Before ever you give it to somebody, if the need be, you have to ask questions. There's need for you to know, like pictures, even for schools. They take pictures of students and the rest of them. They know before ever you take picture of anybody, carry and want to do something, you need to seek for the person's consent.
Because those are children
right.
So the parents should be aware.
Yeah, parents should be aware before their children's data or picture, anything data. Because those things are sensitive. Somebody else can use it to do one dubious thing or the other. So before ever, if the need be, say you go even give them your data or personal information, ask questions. You get. So that's it for me.
Okay. Okay, now the agency and the phone number for the last time.
Okay, so like I said, if you report to NIGDA, and if you also report to National Human Rights Commission, NCC, and the newly created Nigerian Data Protection Bureau, those are the agencies where they are available to, answer some of these questions and help you solve some of these problems. But then if you need more information on how to go about this kind of complaints, if you call us for our office number, 0706 661 8896. We'll call them again, 0706 661 8896.
Okay, that one on the phone number as they serve as middle person. They say there be NGO. What's the name of the NGO again?
Public and Private Development Center.
Okay, they say there be NGO as middle person on how to direct you how to go about them, so that you self go know say yes, you have every right to complain. Carry the phone number, go meet all this agency. They go track the person down, and they still they give you advice. Any bank will send you message say call this number. They say go the bank, go talk. Say see what they send me. Then our guy talk something about children. So daddy and mommy, yes, I know say you won't buy phone for your pikin. Your pikin dey Facebook, he dey Instagram, he dey Twitter, he dey on the whole social media. Even somewhere we don't know your pikin dey. So they also make it, they watch out how those, teach them, educate them, how they suppose they use all this social media handle. And not be say one person just come request for their data, they will just give the person the data. Yeah. Is go on?
Okay. We just one more thing.
Okay.
Okay. So you get app where they online on Google app, Play Store. They call them Family Link.
Okay.
With that Family Link, parents or guardian or teachers fit monitor waiting their children they do online remotely. It's automated. They call them Family Link.
Talk through.
Once again, Family Link. So as a mother or a father, you buy phone, tablet or whatever. Once you don't install that Family Link through Google Play Store, that their own phone where you buy for them, you go install them. But first of all, you have to open up Gmail account for them. In that way, even if you day abroad, wherever you day, you dey see anything where your children they do online.
Hey, I don't know.
It day as we dey talk. Family, they call them Family Link.
Family,
So-
okay, so parents now when they hear now, make them download them. So it's not your problem. Say your pikin dey social media, not be bad thing, not be bad thing. But they say go down Google Play Store, download them, Family Link,
Family Link.
so that you go to monitor what your pikin they do, especially pikin when they 5 years old, you don't get phone. 6 years old, 7 till thy kingdom, no. 16, let's say 16, 17.
16, 17.
16, 17, 18 don't be adult.
Yeah, you do suppose
Even though 17 don't be adult. So, but the only thing that we say, all this thing, you go use and they monitor what your pikin they do for anything, social media or internet. So that you go they monitor when people they try use your pikin. Because right now, some people they use people face. For example now, maybe I want double somebody. Instead of me to use my face, I think I use their face put for there. They use and they double people them. Before you know, people go think say that you be the criminal. They don't know say na me be the criminal. And they use your children face, they do all these things. So go to Google Play Store, download the Family Link so that you go fit know what they do. Thank you very much, Morgan and Madison. Thank you very much.